the epic final movement of Franz Schrecker's Romantische Suite from the Gosenach Orchester Köln, with James Conlon conducting. And our first special guest of the day has entered the studio. Ms. Charlene Van Buekenhout has joined us. She is the Director of Programming and Marketing at the Dalnavert Museum.
Oh, you had it. Yeah.
I was almost there.
Yeah.
Let's welcome first to the Diamond Lane.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you for joining us. Let's talk about first the Dalnavert Museum. I've had a lot of people tell me how to pronounce it, but I figure now that you're here, I can ask you, how do you say it, and where did it come from?
I say it Dalnavert Museum.
Okay.
It's a Scottish word.
Okay.
So I know we live in a French-Canadian, Franco-Manitoban province. So it's we want to say Dalnavert, but it's Scottish, so we want to pronounce that T. The word is from a little hamlet in Scotland, a little place to live, and it was Hugh John MacDonald, whose house it is. The mansion is Hugh's, Sir Hugh, and his grandmother, I believe, lived there. So he named it after the place where she called home.
That's kind of beautiful.
Yeah.
And now we have it here in Winnipeg, and it is this beautiful home. I mean, you host tours, of course, during the year regularly. And also you have fun events. You just recently had that Halloween spooktacular that seemed very, very fun. We've heard wonderful things about that. But tell us what's going on this winter.
Okay, so this winter we have our Dickens Christmas event. So this went on last year as well, and we host 3 guest readers for each week in December before Christmas. And last week we had Ian Ross come, and it was really great. And what we do is the house is decorated all Victorian style. So the dining room is set for a Christmas meal. The tree in the parlor is a balsam fir tree, so it smells beautiful, and it's all decorated with period-appropriate decorations. And the house is all decorated, so you can go in and look around before the show starts. The doors open at 6:30. You look around at everything. And we actually have carolers that are in the parlor around the tree, and they'll sing, and you can go and you can sing with them, but you can also just listen to them. And that's the Sisters by Choice is what they're called. And then we ask you to go into the visitor center. We actually have a hall to accommodate the amount of people, because the house is kind of tiny. It's a Victorian mansion, but the rooms are tiny, So the visitor center is kind of decorated as well. And this week we have Ron Robinson reading the story, A Christmas Carol. And then there's an intermission where we give you hot chocolate and apple cider. And then and Christmas treats, but we also have, if you would like to be a little bit more jolly, we have some peppermint schnapps available for purchase.
I was going to ask.
You can add that to your hot chocolate. We have some other schnapps and some rum if you want to put in your apple cider. So it's lots of fun. We have a good time, and it's a beautiful evening, and just full of Christmas merriment, Victorian old style.
Warming from the inside out.
That's right.
Beautiful. Well, hey, but also there's this great bonus feature that's happening the 21st to the 23rd. That's Wednesday to Friday, right? Mm-hmm. So normally, I mean, the last 2 weekends have been Thursday through Sunday, but because we're approaching actual Christmas Day, you're just going the 21st to the 23rd. Tell us about the Victorian Shadow Theatre element.
Okay. So the Shadow Puppet Theatre is... it's something I created last year, and I've still got the shadow puppets, so I'm going to reprise this tradition. It's basically a shadow puppet show, but I tell the story as well, play all the characters, and you get a bit of a visual look as well as the traditional listening to the story look.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, and that's amazing. So you also have a dramatic background. Let's just talk about that for just a brief moment.
Okay, sure.
So you've brought all of this to the Dalnavert. Like, they were closed for a little while, and then when they reopened, you were saying that you have done not just as work as the Director of Programming and Marketing, but also you've done dramatic presentations there.
That's right. I'm a trained actor, and I have a little independent theatre company called Echo Theatre, and we've done several shows at the Dalnavert so far. We did a show for the Master Playwright Festival last year, and we'll be doing another one this year, this coming February. And we've also had workshops of a show that sort of incorporates the entire house, and you can look around and follow the actors all around the house, and that's sort of in the works for the future. But yeah, it's a great venue if you want to do small, like chamber style theater.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, Charlene, thank you so much for joining us. How do we get in touch with you and the Dalnavert?
Oh, great. So you can go straight to the website. It's www.dalnavertmuseum.ca, or you can call 204-943-2835.
So exciting. This lovely Christmas Carol, triptych, I guess.
Yes.
That's really, really fun. Happening at the Dalnavert Museum still Thursday through Sunday this week with Ron Robinson, and next week, Wednesday through Friday with our own Charlene, who is right here in the studio. Thank you so much for joining us. And tickets are available online, of course, or of course you can call the Dalnavert Museum. Merry holiday magic to you.
And to you as well. Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure. Come back soon. We are going to play you out on a little Vienna Boys choir, Still, Still, Still. And hopefully we'll cross paths perhaps even at the Dalnavert.
Oh, wonderful.
Awesome. Thanks, Charlene.
Thank you.